On this week's Top 10 Most Anticipated Comics, I got a little everything for you. I got some Marvel, I got some DC, and I got some Independents. Hey, all my webheads out there, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0, and fans, I am your host, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to bring you the top 10 most anticipated comic books. Fans, this is for November 11th, 2020. It's never too early to start that pull list for next week, and remember, hopefully this list helps you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And guys, at any time, if you want to support Comic Book Corner 2.0 and become a member, please go ahead and go onto my home screen, hit that join button. And guys, I really appreciate it, and I appreciate all of you taking the time and watching Comic Book Corner 2.0. So guys, let's get started with this week's most anticipated with the hot seat. And after reading The Last Ronin, I was like, man, maybe I should jump on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles again. Will I be lost when reading this book again? So that's why this book is on the hot seat this week. It is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue... What issue we on? 111. So I read the beginning of the series, and then I dropped off of it because of two reasons. The artwork wasn't so good at one point, and then I just dropped off, and I didn't pick it up ever again. And now after reading that Last Ronin, I was like, man, maybe I should jump on TMNT again. You know, I heard it was a good series. There's a lot of stuff going on, and I could give it a try, right? This story has to deal with the Turtles' new home. And it's infiltrated by old Hobbs spies. A game of cat and mouse begins as the Turtles begin to question how far they will have to go to protect themselves and innocent mutants around them. So it sounds like it could be an interesting story. It looks like that the Turtles got a new lair. I don't know when that actually happened, but it's being infiltrated and they got to protect it. So it doesn't seem too hard to jump on. This book is 32 pages, $4. Guys, in the comments below, let me know, how is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles the main series? I'm curious to hear your thoughts. All right, so moving on to the official countdown, starting with number 10. This one goes to Flash issue 765, The Acclamy of Agony. So the Flash has been okay. I'm reading it kind of right now until we get this whole Endless Winter going on, and then we'll get into future state. So there's nothing, I feel like that's high stakes for Flash right now, but I kind of want to read the series because I haven't read it in a long time, and there's nothing like too special about it. But again, there's not a lot or a ton of comic books this coming out that were getting ready to like kind of blowing my mind away. So I was like, all right, well, let's put Flash on the countdown. It seems pretty cool. It's all right. And if you're looking for a 2-3 part story arc, this might be something fun for you to read. All right, next, coming in at number 9. Number 9 goes to Wonder Woman issue 766. Same type of story right now when it comes to Wonder Woman. We have Wonder Woman that's dealing with Count Vertigo. Tamaki is doing the writing in this book right now, and I feel like I haven't seen Count Vertigo since the days of when he was in Green Arrow, when we had Sorrentino doing the artwork and Jeff Lemire, I think, writing the story, right? So it's cool to see this character back, and Wonder Woman's been pretty well written since Tamaki took over the book. Again, we're going to be getting, different stories from DC, so it's up to you guys if you want to jump on board right now or if you're going to wait until these events come out. All right, next, moving on to number 8. Here's a book that was supposed to come out a very long time, but it looks like it's getting ready to come out again. This is Taskmaster issue 1. Obviously, Marvel's like, all right, we need to release this freaking book now because the movie's not coming out forever. And I've been anxiously awaiting this. This cover looks amazing. Taskmaster is a really cool villain, and I'm like, let's see what this one is about. It is a mini series. It's $4. It's 28 pages. And yeah, so if you like Taskmaster and if you like his abilities and things like that, let's see what happens with it, right? It seems like an important title because Taskmaster's killed Maria Hill. So what happened there, right? So if that interests you, guys, go ahead and pick it up. All right, next, coming in at number 7, we have the continuation of the X of Swords. So we have X of Swords part 14, we have X of Swords chapter 15 and chapter 16 coming out this week. And those books take place in Marauders issue 15. It also takes place in Excalibur issue 14 and Wolverine issue 7. So if you're digging X of Swords at this point in time, go ahead, pick up these 3 chapters, and you'll get a big chunk of the story all taken care of this particular week. For me, this story right now has been hot and cold. It's been good in one moments. It's been okay in other moments. So I feel like, anticipating this book, I feel like it's right down the middle for me. I want to say it's like a C+ type of story right now. I'm waiting for the action to really ramp up and have this event mean something for our heroes here. All right, next, moving on to the number 6 spot, we have Detective Comics issue 1030. So it looks like Batman's been dealing with a new villain. His name is called Mirror, and he's joined the Rogues Gallery. So I think if you guys have read Detective Comics in the past, I don't see why you should not read it again. And if you're into new villains, new characters, which seems like Batman is getting a lot of these days, check this book out. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And this book is 32 pages, and this is $4. All right, next, guys, coming in at number 5, we have The Amazing Spider-Man issue 52, and then we have The Amazing Spider-Man issue 52 LR. So they're being released at the same time. One's the main book, one's like what they call as a tie-in, but it doesn't make any sense to me. It's all one story. So anyway, we have Kindred that shows Spider-Man his true power in this issue, and Spidey sees how much trouble he is in. Are we really going to see Kindred and his true power? Like, I've been waiting for something to really happen in this storyline, and it hasn't happened yet. And I was most disappointed with the most recent issue of Spider-Man right now. Just him dealing with Doctor Strange and going to Black Cat and just all that crazy stuff. And it just seems like it's just this big stall. And I need something to progress to get me excited about this villain. So hopefully in this issue, we finally get something here. That's why it's a little bit higher, because I feel like it's promising to deliver. And then when it comes to the 52 LR, it says Doctor Strange is now bound to this Kindred problem, and he recruits someone to help. Even with Strange and his recruit, the Order of the Web will be lucky that they survive. I think I spit on the camera. Anyway, we'll see what happens with all this. Guys, let me know in the comments below, is this story delivering for you? That's what I want to know. And let's move on to number 4. And number 4 is 7 Secrets issue 4 by Tom Taylor. This has been a really great book as we learned about the character Casper, who was born from this secret order that is like the keeper and the holder of a case, and the father wound up dying, and now the son is actually trained and completed his training, and now he's like the holder or the keeper of this particular secret, and he's working with his mom. It's actually a really cool book. Yeah, they're holders and keepers. That's what they're actually called. So now that we get to see him earn that right of keeper or holder, whatever one he was, now we get to see, like, how does he protect the case? How does he protect his mom? We get to see maybe this relationship grow between these two characters. And I think Tom Taylor has done a nice job with his creator-owned work here. And if you haven't checked out 7 Secrets, I definitely say check it out. The action is great. The artwork is very anime-like if you're into that type of artwork. And yeah, it's a fun read. A lot of action, too. All right, so moving on to number 3. Star Wars fans, you're going to like this one. This is Darth Vader. Oh, shoot, I forgot what issue we're on this one. But I don't know if it's issue 9, not 100% sure. I forgot to write down the issue number. But this one is really cool. It says, pain leads to anger. Anger leads to an element of episode 4 as Darth Vader is battered and broken by the Emperor. Now, if you've been keeping up with this series, okay, Darth Vader kind of rebelled a little bit against the Emperor. He was trying to find out what happened to Padme and all these things, and he went out on his own, right? Emperor didn't like this. He finds that there's a weakness in him. So what does Emperor Palpatine do? He destroys all the robotic parts of Darth Vader, right? His legs, his arm, just everything about him. He breaks his helmet, and then he shoves him back to Mustafar of where he came from, where he became Darth Vader. And he's giving him that anger and all that fear once again. And he has to find a way to survive. This is an intense book right now, and I love this because this is all taking place between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi and whatnot. Really great stuff. Definitely, guys, if you have not checked out Darth Vader, this is something you should read. Shit, at least read the last issue. And I'm so mad at myself that I don't have a flipping issue number here in front of me, but go ahead, check that book out. It's freaking awesome. All right. So next, what's number 2? Well, we have Red Mother. This is issue 10. This is another good independent book. I've told you guys for weeks now, go out there, buy the newest, the most recent trade, and then try to find some of the back issues. It's about this woman by the name of Daisy who has gotten mugged. Her boyfriend was killed, and then she gets a prosthetic eye, and ever since that time, she's been seeing red, and she's been seeing this female creature lady, and she's been dealing with her demons. It's a PSD. And she moves to the UK, and then all these other people were like, hail to the Red Mother, but she doesn't see what's going on. Then she has another boyfriend that certain stuff is going on, and now it looks like she might actually confront the Red Mother for the first time. This might be a scary ass issue. There's some creepy elements in this book. Go out there, read this issue if you haven't. Guys, let me know in the comments below. Are you reading Red Mother? If you are, tell me what you think, how it is right now. This book is 32 pages and $3.99. All right, now it's time for my most anticipated book. And you're probably going to be like, really? This is your most anticipated? Yeah, I feel like this week is not a huge week on the release of November 11th, but this is a big title that is being released, and I feel like this is going to define the character, this particular series, and this is the Punchline Special issue 1. Okay, obviously it's spinning out of the pages of the Joker War, and this is the first solo book that has to go to Punchline. All right, so I want to know how Alexis K became Punchline. I want to see those moments there. I want to see her reasoning behind it. And if it's done well, this character could stick around for a long time. However, if it's not, people might be like, she's lame. I don't want to see her anymore. I'm not going to buy any more of her stuff. So we'll see what happens, how Tynion is going to write this particular character. So I feel like this is a very important series for this character, very defining series. So that's why I'm anticipating this book, because this character has had a lot of hype. We've seen her team up with the Joker. We've seen her do her thing in the Joker War, but we haven't gotten a lot of backstory with her. And if that delivers, this might sell the character for a lot of people. So, guys, there you have it. There are my top 10 most anticipated comic books of the week for November 11th, 2020. I want to know what your top 10 most anticipated comics are. And guys, if you like this video, always give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit that bell. And remember, guys, this is Mike Spider-Slayer signing them off. Always helping you make decisions on what comic books to buy. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, guys.